Hello everybody, welcome to my Groovyverse, Groovify coming to you here today, and I'm actually going to be starting off with some general zodiac readings for the month of February. And for this video, we're going to be talking about our good friends, the Libras. So let's go ahead and get started. February is definitely one of those times that people either try to not just forget, but also avoid because of Valentine's. And most likely, a lot of people is going to be looking for Valentine readings, love, things like that. But let's see what the universe has to say for you in regards to the month of February. And we'll also do a love reading as well as the day approaches. All right, my Libras. So this month is actually going to be a very, very fast-paced thing with you. You're going to, as my Libras, going to be experiencing some fast decision making. And one of you actually might even lose a friend. Someone very close to you, I think. So you definitely want to try to keep yourself balanced, keep yourself guarded in a way, and just kind of prepare for a little bit of bad news. Now, we want to try to also look at the bright side of things, but before we get to that, let's just talk about some of the bad things I'm actually seeing here. There is going to be a conflict of interest when it comes to this person. You actually might be seeing this right now. Some of you may come to it later on this month, but it will challenge you on that particular relationship with your friend. Now, right now, currently, things are actually going well with your friends and even with your life partners, of those of you who have it. But as we move forward into towards the middle of the month, we're actually seeing the difficulties starting to arise. Ideas are actually not going to be coming to agreements between the two of you. You'll definitely have some conflicts. Some of you actually may have a dropping out because it's actually gonna be pretty deep, but some of you might be able to actually hash it out. There are a few Libras out there that is kind of struggling a little bit in terms of maybe having some type of blockage. You may have a task ahead of you that you'll definitely be challenging your ingenuity. However, though, you're going to be feeling a block, and this is actually one of the fall points when it comes to a Libra trying to solve these kind of problems. They want to be able to have this type of creativity to explore what they want to, or how they can use their abilities. However, as Libras, you need to be very leveled out. And right here, I'm sensing that you're going to be facing some type of project. However, though, once you receive that project, you actually might feel like, oh, this is actually a really great thing for me. This is actually something that I will be able to tackle. There's the confidence. However, though, don't let it become too overconfident, or else you're going to lose your way, thus losing that creativity and the ingenuity. So make sure that you meditate a little bit on your project. When you get it, give it some time. There's plenty of time for you to actually work on it. It's actually not last minute, so don't worry about that. Continuing this path with our friendly Libras here. Not seeing much on the line of love, but this is more of a general reading for our Libras today for the month. Again, focusing on the issue that I actually explained earlier, you will have some frustrating times here with a particular someone, and you do not want to fall into an immature state. Most Libras are actually very mature when it comes to problem solving. They're very logical, they're very fair. However, though, there are some of you I'm feeling that tend to kind of turn into a childlike state where you just kind of maybe throw a fit because you didn't get your way, because the fact that scales are not balancing out into your favor, and you might actually overanalyze the situation. So Don't let that get to you, and you need to actually hold on to maybe a grounding stone to help you out with this, and we'll actually look at that in your affirmation stone pull here in just a second. But we have here again what I mentioned, your frustrating moments here that you're actually going to be kind of deciding on what to do. You might lose some friends here, so I really would want you to be prepared for this type of uphill battle. Some of you will lose a friendship, some of you may not, and that's just how the cookie crumbles at this point. Do not hold on to your fears. Keep with what you believe is true, because actually the logic that you bring to the table is actually correct. We have here the 10 of Earth. You know exactly what you need to do, or what this conversation is going for, and you actually bring some sound logic, but it just doesn't really blend well for those who actually are conversing you with this. Because we look over here, this is when the issue is happening, and then here is where we're having that difficulty of maintaining structure within your own self. You turn into that childlike state because it actually challenges your core to where you kind of lose sight on that. So you don't want that. Now, as we move forward though, the dust may settle for some of you, and I'll probably say for most of you, you'll definitely have a reconciliation where the frustrating or the argument will actually just kind of go under the water, or they'll actually kind of go under the bridge at this point, and you'll actually maintain a friendship. However, that's not going to happen with all of you. But the main story that we're looking at here is just be prepared for some type of conflict. And the other part of that story is that you're going to be facing some challenges with a project that's going to be coming to you soon, and the project may seem correct. It might seem that you're actually on the right path of things. However, though, once you actually sit down and you start working on it, you're going to have major creativity block for some reason. And it could be because of this argument that may have happened. It could actually be about something else. Some of you actually kind of have a type of blockade a little bit. It might be in terms of your root chakra, it might be in terms of your crown chakra just being a little bit out of alignment. So you want to make sure that you just take a breather. Don't panic when you actually get that block. It's okay if you lose a couple of days when you're actually trying to work on this. All right, let it bake in, and then you'll actually be able to get that work done. I actually have some confidence in you. So let's do just a couple more 3-card pull here real fast, just to kind of see how we're closing up with the month. And you definitely want to, and it's actually kind of focusing more again on that project here. So take it slow, but don't procrastinate though. Okay, you can take it slow. You do have some time, but you don't have that kind of time to really procrastinate, and you might actually use it as an excuse a little bit. So you don't want to use that. You don't want to use like, oh, I'm still having creativity block, I should really actually take a few more days. No. 2 days is enough for you to actually get that block adjusted, and therefore get to work. Do not procrastinate. Then you want to take a break after that. You'll be able to actually be able to relax a little bit once you actually get that idea going, and you actually are on time with your project. You can relax just a little bit, but just keep your eye on the prize. It is going to be hard work. So you definitely want to be able to make sure that you get that done. There's a lot of accountability here that's riding on this. You don't want to ruin your credibility. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick your affirmation stone on this. Yes, exactly. You got the sacral stone. Some of you may know what that is, but with the sacral chakra, what that really is all about, usually people kind of identify it as the sexual needs. But if it's not about sexual needs, it's really actually just about pleasuring yourself and actually enjoying those pleasures. That could be eating certain foods, going on a trip of some sort, or getting pampered. You need to make sure that you take care of yourself. Okay, you need the energy. You need the energy to move forward, and you need the energy to help maintain structure with their project, and also to kind of help you get through that frustrating moment that you actually felt or you're actually going to be going through in the month of February. So when that time comes, you'll know what to do. When that time comes, you'll know what to do when you need to really get to your core values and get yourself the pampering and the energy that you need in order to move forward. Don't linger on it. Don't suppress it. Focus on yourself too. And look at the nice qualities that what makes you happy, that gives you pleasure, the sacral stone. Okay, so let's go ahead and choose a card from my gems. And you'll also want to take a look at your throat chakra as well, which is actually something you're going to need. Because I mentioned, you're going to be going through some tough times here with a person, my friendly Libra, and you're going to possibly lose a friend. You also might just have a little bit of a set off to where you'll actually reconcile. However, though, keep to your values. The throat chakra, keep yourself where you're going to be able to, you want to make sure that you're balanced at the throat chakra to where you're able to get your point across and not feel that you're not being heard. Okay, and that's really, really important here. Okay, and don't overanalyze the situation either. Just stick to straight logic, and when the actual issue happens, do not put opinion. Only stay to the facts. That's very important that you know this, because if you actually interject with some opinion, you kind of lose the argument at that point, and then you lose a little bit of credibility. Something tells me that you need to stick to the facts. Stay factual, because at that point, that'll just prove that you're right. The other person won't actually like the fact that they're getting told the truth on certain things, and they'll actually try to, put in their opinion. And all you have to say is no, no, no. That is your opinion on it. That's actually not the fact. If it is the fact, then you'll give me the evidence. Okay? So, make sure that you stay grounded with your beliefs and stick to the facts. So make sure that after the dust settles, or at least when you're working on your project, make sure that you pamper yourself, give yourself some pleasure to where you'll be able to help with the stress, maintain the stress. And you should do very well for the month of February. All right, my friend Libras. So if you have any questions or comments about this video, please let me know in the comments section below. And as always, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to where you can get notified when I actually do a live stream for free. What? And therefore, if there's actually something that you want to look further into this reading, that maybe something that resonates with you and you want to look further into it, let me know in the live stream. And when I hop on, I don't have a particular schedule. That's why you need to hit that notification. All right. Thank you for joining my Groovyverse. This is Groovify coming to you. Namaste.